All right, Cowboy Nation, it is what it is. We got to play against the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, he's scary. Oh, yeah. DeAndre Hopkins, I don't even have to mention the other wide receivers. They're scary, especially against this secondary. They are. So how we going to face this thing, or how we going to smooth everything out, we got to play clean. And I know it sounds like I'm echoing the same things that I said week before week before week before week before that, but that's just the reality of it. Now, shout out to everybody that support Dak Prescott number 4. And you know, it was a hard situation for us to look at, especially that injury. But it's on to number 14 now. It's on to Andy Dalton. He is the leader of this team now. He's the guy that everybody's going to listen to. He got the veteran experience. He got the will and the control of the team. And I'm thinking that, hey, there may be a situation whereas he may look at this moment and say, hey, I'm not trying to give this up. I grew up being a Cowboy fan, right? So this is a situation whereas Andy Dalton may say, hey, I know I heard about my records in primetime game. Everybody know that I have not been playing up to par in primetime game, but that's in Cincinnati land. I'm in Dallas now, and it's a home game. I prepare myself. I got the experience. Kyler Murray don't, right? We got an Ezekiel Elliott. We got an Amari Cooper. If you look at the numbers comparable side by side to each other, Amari Cooper's numbers, DeAndre Hopkins, last year Amari Cooper had better numbers, right, as relates to touchdowns and maybe total yards, I believe. And less attempts, and that's crazy, right? Average yards per catch was more and everything, in all of those categories. I think reception was the only category that he didn't trump DeAndre Hopkins in. And of course, drops. I think DeAndre Hopkins had 6 drops and Amari Cooper had 7. But that's not the case nor the scenario. This is a home game. We got a Michael Gallup and a CD Lamb. And we have to understand that this should be a run-first team. Now, Mike McCarthy, he's averaging 33 points a game. His offense or what have you, and you can still sprinkle in that the fact that this is Kellen Moore's offense and it's his ship that he's really directing, what have you, you know. The defense really need to step it up though, because we giving up pretty much 36, 37 points a game. So we got to figure this thing out. We got to stop the bleeding one way or another. We do. But DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitz, and is it Isabella out there? We gonna have our hands full. But one thing that I will say with Andy is that it was reports that said, hey, I didn't come here to lose, basically. I come here to win. And I really believe that he will have that type of mindset, that type of thoughts, those type of notions going on. It's just that everybody got to buy in. And I believe that everybody will play inspired. I think that the inspiration from everybody will say to themselves, we doing this for number 4. But number 4 is gone right now. This is Andy Dalton's team. Everybody got to fall in line and support him. From the fan base all the way up to the owner, all the way around to the water boy that's on his team. Now, granted, this season it's been crazy all around. Regardless of how you look at it, a slew of guys are injured. Guys that you would never, ever think that would get injured. Whether it's freak accident or whether it's just, hey, a non-contact situation. Guys falling out left and right. The COVID, the pandemic, the no preseason. All of these things goes into one. And then it's 2020 season, right? The unknown, like everything that you think that can go bad goes bad in 2020, right? That's just how it goes so far. So it's just a testament to the people that's out there really, really playing this game. Of course, it's for millions of dollars, but it's a testament that these guys are still out there playing. It is. And I don't know which angle the NFL will go down the line. Nevertheless, this is a crazy year. And it's so crazy that a couple of weeks ago I had all type of Dak Prescott haters all in my inbox, all in the Twitter, all in the Instagram, all in the Facebook, all in the YouTubes, everywhere. Now they're gone. Because you guys remember that movie, like I believe it's Forrest Gump. Remember when he started running, he started growing his hair out. He just kept running and kept running. And then he just stopped. And he said, I guess I'll go home. And he stopped, and everybody like, hey, what should we do now? I believe that is what's going on with the haters. They kept hating. And then Dak Prescott is now out for the season, and they just stopped. Say, hey, man, who can I hate on now? It's nobody now. And it's a crazy feeling right now, not seeing those haters and those trolls, but neither here nor there. This season, just been crazy altogether. Now we must find a source or some type of system to lean on. I believe that clock management will work. I believe that playing, getting a little coy with the situation, running the ball, giving the ball, putting it in the belly of Ezekiel, Elliott, letting him eat. There's a saying, let Russell cook. Let Russell cook. Well, this should be another saying. Let Ezekiel Elliott eat. Let him eat till his belly get all the way hanging out. Play control football, play smart football. Limit your time with your defense out there on the field. That would be the best way. Because this defense, I see so many warts. There's so many gaping holes as it relates to their front four. The interior is a sham, it's a mess. The secondary, these guys are everywhere. And there's no particular unit that you can say, hey man, for 60 minutes, this unit is solid. Everybody had their what is this moment? The solid thing, the strongest thing for this team so far been the wide receivers. You can probably throw in, who else you can throw? Y'all help me out, who else we can throw in? The LP Lattisaur, he's been solid, what have you. And you could probably say the kicker, but he missed some extra points. This year, man, it's one of those crazy things, Cowboy Nation. But, I support Andy Dalton. I did the film sessions on him where really it was just a film observation. He goes up to under the center, 1, 2, 3, he get the ball out. Now, here's the situation with it. Although he get the ball out quick, and I know some people are running with it saying, hey, that's Andy the Red Rifle Dalton. No, it's not that much of a rifle situation on those out passes. Maybe, just maybe, when he goes vertical and you throw the ball up to a guy named Michael Gallup, he can't high point the ball. And of course, CD for TD Lamb can do the same thing. Cedric Wilson, all those guys can high point the ball, and then you got a guy that can cut you up across the middle like an Amari Cooper, as long as he don't give up on the route. But he got to really command that and say that to those guys and say, hey, don't stop on the route, or I'm finna throw it, lob it to you. Especially when I look at the field and the safety, single high safety, he cheating on this side, I'm going to you. That's one thing that we can say about Andy. He may not got the arm strength like we think, or like you guys think, I guess. But if he can get that ball in the proximity, I think that Michael Gallup will come down with the ball, and of course CeeDee Lamb will try and fight like hell to get that ball down too. So we got two guys that are aggressive and hungry and play with violence and pull the ball out of the sky. So I like that. So that will be our strongest suit outside of running the ball with Ezekiel Elliott, and hopefully in this mental mindset to not put the ball on the ground, we'll be okay. That's all I have for this beautiful moment. I really appreciate you all. Don't forget to hit that like button. I just wanted to be able to say that right quick. It's going to be all right. It's just that right now we're in a crazy time. It's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, You're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go.
Test your might.